Welcome to this quick start guide to Quill's new DocsHub. DocsHub is our secure and easy way to create, store, edit and manage documents anywhere using any device. This will enable you to better organise your office, stay focused on servicing clients and increase your efficiency. In this session, I will cover how to create, access and download, save documents to case files, merge information from predefined document templates and precedents, manage your documents with folders and versions, convert your files into PDFs or zip files, and much more. For more information on how to harness the full power of DocsHub, please see the other videos in this series, which cover our integration with Word, Outlook and Excel, QSync, Bundle Docs and Quill Legal Forms. When you log into Quill Interactive, the first screen you'll see is the Statistics dashboard. To find a case, you will click in the Search button in the top right-hand corner to search for your relevant case. I'm going to find my client by simply typing in my client's name. These arrow buttons next to each case here can be used to view further information about the matter. To select the required case, you click here, which takes you through to the case summary screen. On the left-hand side here are the case actions, and just below the case actions you will see a list containing the matters that you have most recently accessed. In this tutorial, I'm going to concentrate on the Documents Hub, which you access by clicking Documents from within the case actions here. Firstly, I'm going to show you how you can change your view settings. The main Documents folder shows you all documents that are saved to the matter. At the top here you will see that there is a selection for grouped and ungrouped, and just below there you can choose how you view by selecting all documents, or you can view them based on a folder structure. The yellow highlighted folder is known as the Home or Root folder, containing all your documents for this matter. In this example, our matter has 5 subfolders created, which we will then be able to assign our documents into. You are able to set a predefined folder structure practice-wide, or alternatively, a folder structure per case type. On this matter, you can see that the correspondence subfolder is highlighted yellow. This means that this is the folder that I currently have selected. In the middle pane here, you will see a list of all the documents that are held on this matter within the correspondence folder. Here you will see the type of document, with each document type having its own icon. For example, if it is a Word document, you will see the blue icon with the W, or a PDF document, the red icon for Adobe. By double-clicking on a document in the right-hand pane, the system will show you a preview of the document. If there are multiple versions of the document, the system will highlight to you here that there are other versions, and if the document has been assigned a label, which is a searchable field, the system will highlight this to you here in blue. The search box at the top here allows you to search for any documents within your folder using keywords stored in the document title or notes. By typing it in here and pressing enter, the system will then return any documents containing that search term. To remove the search term, simply press the X. If I do not know which folder the document I'm searching for is within, I can change my view to all documents from the left-hand pane. This will then show me a complete list of all documents relating to this matter. If at the point of saving I have added a label to my document, by clicking here and selecting the relevant label, the system will filter all the documents with this label. To remove the filter, I would click back into this and remove the selection. There is also the facility within here to change the sort order of your documents by name and by date. You will see that on some items there is a blue circle with a number recorded. With emails, you will see that there is 4 emails in this email thread, and by clicking this will preview the latest item in the thread. If you click the arrows here, this will open up a preview of each email in the thread. For a document, this highlights that there are different save points. In this example, there are 2 save points, and to view a save point, you would click here and see that this has 2 named save points, and that becomes important later on. Within this view pane, I have the ability to zoom in on a document using these buttons here, and you can also zoom out using this button here. I can reset the zoom by clicking this button here. By clicking this button here, a read pane is opened, and I can then use the left and right arrow buttons at the top here. To exit this view, I would simply click my screen anywhere off the document. When I exit the reading pane, the last document I was viewing is highlighted with a yellow border. When I have a document selected, I can use this download button here. I then have 3 options available. I can download the original document, a PDF version, or I can download to a zip file. If I download this as a PDF, I can click here. I would enter a tick in the Save to Case box, and then I can select one of my documents folders. In this example, I have chosen to save this in the root folder by clicking on it, clicking Choose, and then Convert and Download. In the bottom right-hand corner, we have our download center, and you can see here all downloads across cases. I can now open this document as a PDF. You can see that if I now go back to all documents, because I selected the Save to Case option, that the PDF is now available as a document here. For each document, you have the ability to give it a version name and a label. You can add a label by clicking here and selecting the relevant label. You can see here as I'm selecting the labels, they are showing here on the document, and that gives me greater functionality when I'm searching for this. I have my save points here, and each time I save a document, a save point will appear here. By clicking the Document Settings button here, you can amend the name of the document. Within here, I also have the option to move this document to the recycle bin. If you have made any changes, you must click the Save button here. By clicking the Details tab here, this gives us more document information such as the date and user who last modified the document. Moving back to the group settings. In the grouped view, as explained, the blue circle containing the number will highlight the grouped documents. If you did not want the items to be grouped and would prefer to see these in chronological order, you would click the Ungrouped section here. The system will then show you a helpful pop-up box explaining the group settings. As this is a new feature, and if you have been using our document management system previously, you may notice that documents do not have named versions. By clicking the Import button here, you are then able to type in a default initial name version here for your documents. This will give the latest document this name as a named version. Click Close to return to your documents. You will then see that the emails are unthreaded and are single items, which means that you are then able to sort by name or date and view the individual items. Again, you can search for the documents in the search box at the top. You can use the filter by label options and select the relevant label. Regardless of the view you have selected, the top here is the Bulk Actions button. This enables you to select multiple items and save them as a zip folder by clicking here. Enter the name of the file and save to case if required, or you can convert multiple items to PDFs and again save to case if required. You can also move multiple items to the recycle bin using the Bulk Actions button. Once you have moved an item to the recycle bin, you can view the items by selecting the recycle bin here. Within the recycle bin, there are 2 options. To restore the document to its original file location by clicking here. However, if you have the relevant access rights and you wish to permanently delete a document, you can click Permanently Delete in this section. At the top, there is an Add Note button. and this allows you to add a note document to the matter. This can be used for telephone notes or any pertinent case information. The date can be updated here, and by clicking here you can choose a folder destination for the note. You have the ability to add a label to the document by clicking on the drop-down. At this point you would also be able to record time by selecting the fee earner and selecting the number of units. By clicking here, this will allow you to add multiple time recording entries. When the note is complete, we click Upload Note, which will show you a progress bar, and to complete, click Finish. If you have a document on your computer that you need to save to your case within Interactive, you can do this by clicking the Upload button here, and then simply drag and drop the file into here. You now have the option to rename the file, select the date, assign the relevant folder, and also add a label to the document. Within this screen, you can also type some additional upload notes and give this document a version name. On the left-hand side, you will see that there is also the facility to record time whilst uploading the document. When the document is complete, click Upload Document. The Upload progress bar appears, and to complete the upload, click Finish. As you can see, the document is now held within my case documents here, and I can preview this document here. Held at the top is the version and the labels that have been assigned. I can also add labels at a later date by clicking here and selecting the labels. If I click the Document Settings button, I can amend the information if required. If you want to upload another document, again you would drag and drop your document. Because I have imported a document with the same name, the system has advised me that a new saved point will be added. At this point, I can save it as a newer version of the original as a save point, or I can call it a named version if I wish. In this instance, it is an updated version of the same document, and I want to deselect, mark as a named version, so the system saves this as the latest save to the original. Once you have finished, click Upload and Finish. If you are viewing the documents in grouped mode, you will see that the document has a blue circle with a number 2 to indicate multiple instances of the same document. Within the drop-down, you now have 2 named versions. As well as the drag and drop functionality, you also have the ability to browse for documents to upload. To view the File Explorer option, simply click on the Upload again, and then click on the screen to search and select the document by clicking Open. Again, you can rename your document, update the date and time, select the relevant folder, add a label, and upload notes. You can type the version name in here, click Upload, and Finish to complete. In addition to storing documents in the interactive system, the true power and efficiencies are gained from generating letters and correspondence directly from the system and saving them back into the case file. You can achieve this in different ways, either through our Microsoft integration, utilising Word, Excel or Outlook, or alternatively through the system here. We will now move from our documents history and move into our templates area, where you can merge letters directly from your case file. You can see that this screen is similar to our document history screen. Highlighted in yellow is our root or home folder. And within here, you can have your predefined folder structure where you can store your templates or precedents. In the middle section, you will find your individual templates stored within that folder structure. In the home or root folder, you will find templates such as header, margins, and address blocks, which are used by the system as your default styles for all documents. Please do not remove these. In this example, I am on a conveyancing matter. If you have a lot of templates, you can use the filter function to reduce the number of documents in your view based on keywords. I can remove the filter if I wish and then filter by labels instead. I can also sort using name or dates here. You are able to label templates in the same way to easily find and identify them if you wish. On this document, I have labelled it as confidential for demonstration purposes. Once I select my template, I can see my preview in the preview pane on the right-hand side. Again, I can use zoom, download and read options. If I select the read option, I can quickly flick through the templates using the arrow navigation, and once I'm happy, I can click anywhere to exit the reader pane. The last template I was reading is highlighted in yellow, as you can see here. I know I want to send my initial client care letter, and if I click on the details, I can see further information about when it was created, who created it, and the last modified date for this template document. To generate the document and merge information from the case file, I simply click on the Merge button here. As you can see, I now have the option to select from the contacts associated with this case as to whom I wish to address and send this letter. In order to harness the full power of DocsHub, you need to ensure that you use the case contacts that are stored here, and additionally, if you store information in the custom case field, these can also be merged into the documents. On this occasion, I want to send the letter to my client, and I therefore select them here and click Merge. What you will notice in the bottom right-hand corner is that the document will be downloaded and then Word will open with your merged document. You will see that our letter is now merged with the client information. In the top left-hand corner here, you will see the Quill add-ins, which is how we integrate the Microsoft products with Quill Interactive. I can amend my document as I would any Word document, like so. Once I have finished, I would simply click the Save to Quill button on the Quill add-ins. As I have generated the letter from the system, you will notice that my case code and case information is already pre-populated. I can now type in my document name here. Again, I can change my folder here as to where I wish to save it. On this occasion, I am putting it into the correspondence folder. I can also add notes or labels as I wish to tag the documents like this. I can mark it as a new version if I want, so on this occasion, I am going to call it version 1. This is helpful if you have contracts where they are reviewed and returned by third parties and you want to track the document versions. I have the ability to add an Outlook calendar entry if I wish to remind me to follow up. Again, I can add time entries to the ledger with the option of multiple time entries on documents. If I wish to cancel, I simply click on the X. With this document, then I would like to email it. I simply click here and I am presented with 3 options: convert and send to PDF, send as the Word document, or send as the body of an email. On this occasion, I want to send it as a PDF, so I select the PDF option and simply click OK. As I have selected the email option, I now have the option of selecting the recipients to whom I wish to send the email appearing in this screen. This again utilises the contacts associated with your case, and you have the options here to select recipients. Here I want to send to my client, and for demonstration purposes I have included the estate agent contact as a carbon copy. You have the ability to carbon or blind carbon copy. Again, I have the option to record time against the outgoing email and also add a calendar event to my Outlook diary if I choose. Once we click OK, you will find that the system renders the email in Outlook and attaches our document as a PDF. I can amend the body of the email if I wish, as I would any email. Here in the subject line, you will see what we refer to as the email thread. You will notice our case reference number and the unique thread identification contained within our square brackets. Once I click Send, this email will automatically be saved to the case file. In addition, if anyone replies to the email, those replies will also be captured in the case file. If I therefore minimise both Outlook and Word and return to DocsHub in Quill Interactive, You will see here that I have the email that I have just sent to my client, and again beneath you can see the Word document I created. I have my usual options of preview, zoom, download or read. Coming back to the template area in the system, I also have the ability to organise and upload templates and precedents into this area of the system. The additional tabs here are case forms, which if you have enabled will show you the forms that you have recently accessed and their status. There is a separate video for more information and also on our forms library where you can access thousands of legal forms. These are pay-as-you-go modules, and if you would like further information, please send an email to sales@quill.co.uk. Complementing the interactive system is our integration with Microsoft, which includes Outlook, Word and Excel. In order to utilise this integration, you need to ensure that you have the Quill add-ins installed on your computer. To install these add-ins, go to the Settings tab, Tools and then Windows Apps folder. Here you will find the installation files for Word, Outlook and Excel. In addition, there is QSync, which is our synchronization tool enabling you to upload files directly from your Windows file store such as My Documents or your desktop directly into your case file. To download, simply click on the download hyperlink. These will be saved to your downloads folder within Windows Explorer. For a full guide on how to install our add-ins, please see our separate installation help video. Please note that you will be required to have administrator privileges to install the add-ins onto your computer. If I exit Interactive and move into Outlook, you will see that I have the add-ins already enabled. I now have 3 options: New Quill Email, Save to Quill, and if I haven't logged into the system before, I can do this here using the Login button. I can create a new email by clicking on the New Quill Email button. If I know my case reference, I can type it in here. I can select from my recently accessed files here, or I can search using the Matter Search button here. I have a number of options to find my cases, including searching on the unique file number if I have integrated my system to another product. I am going to find my matter using the client name containing option. I enter a partial client name and I know Peter Piper here is the case I want. Once I click select, you can see the case information from the interactive system. If I know I am sending multiple emails out on this matter, I can select this Keep Case button, and when I click on the New Quill Email, it will remember and pull this information through again. I can now look at the contacts contained on my case file and simply select the recipients here, choosing to carbon copy or blind copy if required. I can enter the email subject here. I can select a file location here, enter notes here, and assign any labels to this email here. I have the ability to record time on this outgoing email by selecting here. I can add multiple time items if I wish by selecting the plus button here. Add a diary event if I choose. And once I'm finished, I can simply click OK. This will generate the email. Here is a subject line that I assigned on the previous screen. You can see in the email thread here, I have my case reference and a unique thread ID. Do not remove this from the subject line, as this is used to save this email back to the case and also capture any replies to you and automatically save them to the case file. As with any email generated in Outlook, I can amend the content here. and if I wish to send, I simply click Send here. If I want to add any attachments from the case file itself, I simply click on the Attach from Quill here. As you can see, I can view the full case file and document history, which enables me to select files from within. I can add a single document, or if I want multiple documents, I can select multiple using the tick boxes here and the Attach button. You will see that these are pulled through, and I simply click Send. For incoming emails, I can right-click on emails and click Save to Quill to save the full email along with any attachments. Again, I can view the familiar Upload Document screen here, from where I can select my matter under Recent Cases or use the search option. I have my usual options to select folders, add notes, labels, time recording, a diary event. Once I am happy, I click OK here. If I only want to save the attachments from an email, I would right-click and then click Save Attachments to Quill. Again, I can view the familiar Upload Document screen here, from where I can select my matter from Recent Cases or use the search option. I have my usual options to select folders, notes, labels, time recording, diary event, or just save any attachments. Once I am happy, I click OK here. I will receive a confirmation pop-up here that it is now saved to the case file. Click OK to complete. I also have options within my add-in settings. To access these, I select File, scroll down and select Quill and then the Options button. I have the ability to automatically record time on any emails received with a thread by checking this box, and I can select the default attendance code and number of units here. Again, I have the ability to automatically record time on any outgoing emails with a thread by checking this box, and I can select the default attendance code and number of units here. Once completed, click Close. I can also select the Save to Quill button here to save the entire email if I wish. Moving on to Word. Again, you can see my Quill add-ins here. To open a document from the case file, I click this button. This will show me the Open from Quill screen. On the left-hand side is my folder structure, and on the right-hand side, I get the individual documents. I have the option to search for documents based on folder, or alternatively, I can select the All Case Documents checkbox here. Once I find the file I want to open, I check the box on the left and then click Open. As you will see, the document will instantly open within Word. I can make any changes I wish and then click on the Save to Quill, where I have the usual options to select labels, notes, or new version. The usual time recording and diary reminder are here. If I want to send this via email, I have the ability to do so here using the options of PDF, Word, or the body of an email. Once I am happy, I click OK here. If you wish to see recent documents, please click on the Recent Documents tab here. This will give you a list in chronological order of your recent documents accessed within the Quill system. To open any document, I simply click on it to open as so. If I want to merge a new document to send to a client, I simply select Open and then Open Template. I can find the folder where my template is stored, in this case my conveyancing folder, and select my initial client care letter. Click on the Open button. As you can see from this screen, I have my itags. These are the field codes used in Interactive to merge case information into the documents. To complete the merge process, I click Actions and then Merge Fields. I will be asked to select the case I wish to bring case information from. Again, I can type in the reference, select from the recent files, or search using the finder here. I can add the document name within the subject here, and then select the contact that is attached to the case file here. Once I'm ready, I simply click OK. As you can see, the merge process is very quick and has pulled through the information from the case file. This document can be amended like any other Word document. Once I have finished, I simply click on Save and then Save to Quill. As I have merged information from my case file, the system knows that I will want to save it back to that same case. I can also save it as a new version if I wish, and select the options I want and then click OK. I can save any Word document as a template in the system for others to use by clicking here. Or if I want to save a version of a template, select the Save Template As option here. If you are a document administrator in your practice, you can create your own templates and add merge fields into template documents. To do this, click on the Actions and then Add Fields, which brings up our itag fields. Main options are here. Contacts are here, and then customer case fields are here. This is the area where you can build up the logic of your template documents to merge case and client information into your documents and precedents. This will generate efficiencies within your practice. For more information on creating templates with merge fields, please see our document administration video. I will now move over to our Excel integration. As you can see, the add-ins are similar to those in Word, where you can open documents directly from the case file using the Open from Quill button and select your documents from this familiar screen. You can save documents directly to the case file using the Save to Quill option here, and also view your recently accessed documents here. This integration works in exactly the same way as I have shown with Outlook and Word. Finally, I would like to show you how to import into your case file directly from your Windows file system. This could be your My Documents folder or even your desktop. If I go to my desktop, I have these sample files which I can save to my case. I simply right-click, and as I have the QSync application installed, I have the option to select Quill and then Save to Quill. This will show me the upload screen again, where I can select my matter file as I have done previously using Recent Files or Finder. I have the option to rename the document here, select a relevant folder, add some notes, and add a searchable label. Once I am finished, I simply click OK, which sends these documents directly to the case file. This brings me to the end of my demonstration of our new DocsHub functionality. Thank you for watching. For more information, please contact our sales by emailing sales@quill.co.uk or for support@quill.co.uk.